Hello and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investors Channel. My name is Sensei Crypto and I'm doing the opening bell for you guys today. Hopefully also the closing bell this afternoon. We're going to have a look at SBC. It seems to be moving up in the after hours. We will also be looking at some other stocks today. Any of your suggestions? We will also be looking at crypto as it had a little move after our stream last night. Bitcoin went up around 3%, Ethereum around the same. We'll see if we think this is going to be the start of the bull run. My personal opinion is probably it is not. So we'll have a look into all of these things. So welcome everyone to the stream. I'm going to try and do a way to sort these comments out because I do want you guys to see them. But for now, we'll turn it off and we can go to the specific comments. If you guys want to do any super chats, it does support the stream. It keeps us going every day. Martyn is on holiday, on vacation, as you can see in the bottom. So this is me just helping out, doing some of the streams for him. So let's have a look at some charts. Let's have a look at Virgin Galactic. This is a different sort of chart. Here you can see the after hours and pre-market. So right now we are sitting around 184. We are up we're about 2.5% up. We're now 2.2% up pre-market. There has been news that SBC have delayed their Thursday flight to Friday, so we'll keep you up to date on that. But for now, it's looking good. We did say that there was a level to have a bounce. It came and touched it exactly, and we're moving back up. The next target is $2. So let's have a quick look at the chat and see what you guys are saying. So, Faith was the first person here, so thanks for joining. Jose, today we see the history, the first man ever to ring his own bell, Sensei Crypto ringing his own Sensei Crypto bell. Yes, I will be ringing the bell. I don't have the physical bell, but we will ring a bell. Faith goes, what are you guys expecting from space today? Yeah, please do share your thoughts in the comments. I'll share mine as well. Stephen Lewandowski, nice to have you. Hello, hi. Good morning, everyone. Faith says good morning. Jason Fallon, good day, good day. Nice to have you here, Jason. Zach Zate, good morning all. Neil says hi. Octavio, good morning everyone. Henrik says hi all. Zed thinks says cash in the attic. This is not cash in the attic, this is the Sensei show. And Seth says good morning. So it's great to see you guys here. I did want to take over the show while Martyn's on holiday, so we still have this sense of family, community. We're all here for each other. We'll see what Michael says, just jumped in and said, hey, Sensei, and so has Art of Car Music. It's brilliant to have you all here. It would be brilliant if you can smash the like. Just to show Martyn we're doing a good job, help the YouTube algorithm and everything like that. It would be brilliant if you could do that. If you support the show, if you like what you're seeing and you like still having a show, even though Martyn's gone. We all do miss him, but he does deserve his vacation, and we wish him all the best. But it's nice to have the community still here, somewhere where we can all jump in and answer each other's questions and just be here for each other. So, and at the end of the day, that's what the channel's about. It's for the family, it's for you guys. Okay, so SBC, yeah, we have seen a move up. Once we do go into the market open, I will take away the aftermarket and pre-market levels away from my chart, as it does confuse things a little bit. But if you look on the longer term, we can see we came into this level, this 150 region. I haven't changed any of the drawings of these. These have always been at these specific levels they are at now. And we did get a bounce. It was the first level to start buying. We hit it. Positions were taken. Martyn added a significant chunk. Thanks for the subscription, David Dawid Cox. Thanks for subscribing. Please do subscribe. It does help if you're first time here, or you haven't subscribed already. Please do subscribe. That'd be brilliant. But yeah, so we came to this level. We got some buyer reaction, which is good. We don't want to suddenly just keep breaking through levels. It just shows that there's no buy orders. It just shows that there's not many market participants. So we did get a bounce, which is nice to see. We really want to see it. If this is a significant bounce, we'll reach $2. There is slight resistance at this level here. If I show you just very simply, it's slight resistance here, where we are at now. But if this is a strong bounce, we will easily get ourselves to $2. Well, that's the major level. That's a level that I know some people are taking shorts. I personally probably won't, but it might be an area that start offloading some profits from the area where the trade was taking around 160 at 160. As we mentioned before, there's a strategy where you add to your long-term bag, and there's a strategy where you start trading. If you have your trading portfolio and you've purchased some at 160, it might be an idea. Obviously, I like to say nothing is financial advice. I'm just giving ideas, thoughts, my thing. It might be an idea to sort of take profits from that trading position that you've taken, because that in itself, if we get to $2, is a 24% move, or just over, probably a 25% move, which is brilliant. You don't see that in a few years with the S&P. Let's have another look at some of these comments. Keaton S, hi Sensei. Art of Car Music, hi Sensei. Mark Zaxby, good morning everyone. Thank you Sensei for taking over the show while Martha takes a little break. No worries at all, it's my pleasure. Thanks for all being here. Thanks for hitting the like button and subscribing everyone. Thank you very much. Senor Polito Holt, good afternoon Sensei. What did you do what did you do with Bitcoin? As soon as you finished your show last night, the Bitcoin price started to rise. I know. I should have stayed live for another half an hour. I shut off the stream, and then I start looking at my chart, and I'm like, oh, we've got a breakout. And then as soon as I see we've got a breakout, it just carries on going up, and I'm like, why am I not streaming right now? It was me. I did 100x long, and I drove the price up. Zed, how do you think the markets will react to the government not taking shutdown? Yes, this is something I actually had a quick call with Martyn just to have a little catch up for the stream yesterday, and he did mention I think he's feeling very bullish about it. I think he said he's put some buy orders in for when the pre-market opened yesterday. He saw the news that the government shutdown is not taking place. He was very bullish about it, and I think he put some buy orders on the S&P. We'll have a look at his Twitter soon and see if he has got any updates there. I'm not sure if they went through, didn't go through, but I do know he was bullish about it. But also slightly concerned that the SBC flight has been pushed back to Friday. So we'll take a look at that. It is obviously good news. I don't think we ever wanted to see it, but were we realistically going to see a government shutdown? I don't think so. We've seen things like this happen before. Neil says, looks like we're open red today. Yeah, let's have a look at the broader markets. So SBC is looking good. Good. I mean, slight resistance. So this is the first sort of level. This is 184, and then it's $2. We'll see how it reacts during the week. It'll be a volatile week for SBC because of the flight coming up. Snapchat, I don't think anyone. Just let me know if there is any specific stocks you want to see before. Okay, Tesla. Yeah, we talked about this slightly on yesterday's stream. I do think Tesla's coming back down. So we had a little pop. Pre-market, that must have been on the news of the government shutdown not happening, and now we've just come back down to close that gap, which is nice to see. We might see some support around here and start bouncing back up. But once again, it's lower highs. It's nothing too significant. I would like to look at the US 500, which is the S&P 500, but just it shows the after hours and pre-market. Yes, so we are down. If we look at the daily candle, so is that Monday the 2nd of October? Yeah, we have opened down. We haven't opened yet, but the S&P is down 0.21%. I was looking at the S&P chart the other day, and there is a clear sort of channel that we have been part of. So this is the channel we have been part of. Obviously, I think you guys know when I turned bullish on the S&P was when we broke out of this green line here, broke out, retested, position was taken at 3,800. We had that big move up. I'll keep it there because it is an important breakout. But we've been part of this channel. We've bottomed here. Obviously, the channel wasn't created here until we had 3 touch points. So we had this touch point, this touch point, this touch point. And then that provided us with an area where we could get out. We also did call this top because it was the same top as 2021 and of 2019 when you divide the S&P 500 by the money supply. So that was another reason this was the top. But now we have hit the bottom of the channel. So we are oversold in terms of the channel. So this could be an area where we do see a bounce. So as long as we don't break the structure of the higher lows in this channel, I think we still are sort of bullish for a bounce at least. If we do start breaking this parallel channel, I do think that's a change of market structure, and we should probably start heading back down at least 3,800. We are fairly oversold, just slightly in the oversold territory we hit. But the good news is we've got it's not even bullish divergence. There's not really much great news apart from that it's oversold. Some people might think it's undervalued. We are definitely undervalued in terms of the parallel channel. If you look at a parallel channel, if you're in the region above the midpoint, you sort of overvalue. The region below is sort of undervalued, and the closer you are to each of the lines, the more overvalued you are here, the more undervalued you are here, just in terms of the parallel channel, which is something to look into. How do you think the market will react with the government not taking a shutdown? I don't think majorly. I don't think majorly. So, just in other news, I did feel a bit unwell after stream last night. This morning I woke up with a sore throat and I did a COVID test, and it turns out I have tested positive. So I do believe in the next couple days, maybe the week, I will probably feel more unwell than I do today. So I'll keep you guys updated with if I'm going to be live tomorrow. I do assume I won't be, but in the closing bell tonight I'll have a better idea of how I'm feeling. We do have I think Martyn's taking the whole month off, so I might be back next week with more shows. I think I'll also be feeling better by Friday, so we'll see how Friday is. I think that's when the SBC flight is, but I just want to let you guys know, so it's not a surprise if I'm not streaming tomorrow, for example. But I'll try to. We'll see how I feel. Also, if my voice is a bit off, then you know why. Coinbase has pumped after just looking at... So this was another coin... when you see trades like this, I have posted them to my premium services. So we had a trade taken here where from the point of entry, we went up 90%, which was a great trade. And now... I was just explaining that if you were just wondering what that is. But now we're just looking at Coinbase, and it seems like we are up. Yeah, we're up 5% pre-market, and I guess that's because Bitcoin had that nice pop we'll have a look at in a second. MicroStrategy, if you know, that's Michael Saylor's company, is also up 5%. J&J is down 0.17%. Google is down 0.28%. So we're just waiting to see what will happen open. I think SBC is the best performer pre-market for the major stocks I know Martyn holds. If we have a look at the news, let's see if there's anything in that front. Asia faces one of the worst economic outlooks in half a century, World Bank warns. Sluggish post-pandemic recovery. China's property crisis, I think we all know about that, and US trade policy expected to hinder growth next year. European stocks give up gains as jobs data disappoints. We were talking about IPOs yesterday. There seems to be a few IPOs coming up. The region-wide stock 600 slipped 0.4%, erasing earlier gains. London FTSE 100, France CAC 40, and German DAX sank 0.4% as well. Okay. What to watch in North America today? US manufacturing activity is expected to have remained in the contractory territory in September. The Institute for Supply Management Manufacturing Index is forecast to have edged up 0.3%, or 0.3 percentage points to a reading of 47.9 from August, according to economists polled at LSEG, a reading above 50 indicators and expansion. Construction spending. Okay. Yeah, so this is another headline. Gold hits 7-month low in bond market sell-off. So let's have a look at gold. Because inflation's high, but also bonds are high. So people, as we spoke about yesterday, they're fleeing to bonds. It's much safer than a lot of these asset classes at the moment with the risk of recession. So you can see gold has been coming down. But when you sort of zoom out to sort of the weekly chart, it's in this massive accumulation structure where even if you put a parallel channel for the top and the bottom, you're sort of approaching much more sort of the oversold region of this. This is the high from here and the low from here, so that's why I've drawn it to here. It's not a specific, very great parallel channel that we like to look at, but it's just there to show you that we are in this range. There is a range going on. And gold takes a very long time to create these structures, and then it breaks out. So we'll have to see how that plays out. For now, we're just looking for a break of structure. Ideally, if you want to take a trade on gold, you have to see where it breaks this green line, and the breakout of this, whenever it comes, would probably take us to all-time highs. I would expect. So if you look at it on the 3-day even, or the daily, it's all about breakout. So once we start breaking out, and this might take months, we might come. Not sure which one. We might test it, come down, test it, come down, and then here we break out, retest, and then I expect whenever we have this breakout and retest, it's taking us to all-time highs. So we'll have a look out for that. There's no trade to be taken on gold right now, apart from just monthly buying spot gold, if that's what people are into, which I think is always good to diversify into physical gold, physical silver, stocks, real estate, crypto, and cash. I think you need to have all of those. Real estate is probably harder to get into, but the others are fairly easy to do. Niels, get well soon. Thank you very much, Niels. Thankfully, I'm not feeling too unwell yet, but I've had COVID. I think 3 times. So every time it's not been very fun. A man from Earth. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, a man from Earth. Niels, does Sensei have stocks outside the USA? Marks and Spencers was one of them. I got into Ocado a few years back. What other stocks outside? BP and Glencore. Yeah. Stephen Lewandowski, sorry to hear you have COVID. Hopefully you're feeling better soon. Thank you, Stephen. Oh, Mike, look at that. Let's put it on. Mike is spamming the chat with "Get well, Sensei." So that's very kind of you, Mike. Thank you very much. Hopefully I do get better soon, but I know it's going to get worse before I do get better. So that's something I have to look forward to. But thank you very much for all the messages. Okay, so we're going to be looking into SBC when the market opens, because I think it's going to be a very interesting week for the stock. We obviously have that flight coming up on Friday. I think it's been moved back to Friday. It will be interesting to see the price action of SBC. We have just seen it's up in the pre-market. We know that there's resistance at the level we're at now, slight resistance, but we know the main resistance is at $2. We might, and before we're proven otherwise, we have to treat $2 as resistance. We can't start FOMOing in around $2. We've taken our trade. We don't want to start adding more at $2. We want to see if that's an area to take some profits from our trading side of things. But I know Martyn, I think, is just going to be holding his stock. I don't think he's going to be selling or moving out. I think he's made the decision that the stocks he bought, he wants to take profits at a higher level than $2. But I won't speak on his behalf. That's just what I have taken away from watching and speaking to him. We'll see how the flight goes. We normally do have a dump in the stock price when we see the flight and after the flight. So we'll see if that happens again, and we'll see how to best strategize that. Apart from that, we're going to be here for the market open as well, see how the stocks react to the news that there will not be a US government shutdown, which is what we like to hear. Again, I did mention earlier in the stream, I did speak to Martyn. He, I think he's very bullish that that's not going ahead. He had some buy orders in for the S&P last night. So we'll see how that comes out. We'll have a look at his Twitter, see if he's updated us on anything. We'll also be looking at Bitcoin, because after I closed the stream last night, the price shot up 3% just after I finished the stream. So we'll have a look at that now. And let's have a look at Martyn's Twitter as well. I think I've got that on the screen. Okay, here we go. We can see some of his trades he's taking. He does say, "Follow me for my trades." He always does post his trades before he takes them, even when he's live. So if you go on Martyn's Twitter, I'm sure you all have the link. You can follow what he does, especially while he's on holiday. Big news coming from Palantir. I bought tonight 7 p.m. before the pop. So this is yesterday. He bought some Palantir. SBC just bought some more before the pop. Market could move in the morning due to US shutdown resolved. Warning. With a delay for 24 hours with a delay for 24 hours, we're Virgin Galactic expect some volatility. Exactly what we've just said. Yes, we're expecting volatility. The flight has moved from Thursday to Friday, but he has bought some more. Let's see his position. The portfolio is up, as you can see, 51,200. So I don't know if he has the SBC holdings. His portfolio has popped on the news when it opened up. And this is the news that he brought to you about the delayed flight. That's me up there. I'm not sure. SBC, first flight delay for Virgin Galactic. Flight is now on the October the 6th. We will cover the flight live on my show. We will cover it. It might be Martyn, it might be me, it might be both of us. We'll see how that goes. As we watch the stock action very closely, we have the largest SBC investor community in the world. We definitely do. Martyn's done a great job of building that. And for yesterday's giveaway, there is another 100 tickets you can get from Martyn's newsletter. He sent it out. And literally all you have to do is open the newsletter, get the code, and also put it into the competition page. I did, as I said, as soon as my stream ended, I put it onto my website under free giveaway. Just go there, you'll see it load here, and you can enter it below. We did pay out yesterday's winner. He did receive it, and he was very thankful of that. So the next giveaway will be on Sunday. Open your newsletter from Martyn. You'll have the code there. You just plug it in, and you'll get another 100 tickets. The other point to be made is, if you don't open his newsletter, I think it's 5 times, then you're off the list. So please do open them to get these prizes. But if you do get removed and you're not getting his newsletters, you can also sign up again on his website. It's all free for all, and so is the giveaway. Let's go back to see what your comments are. Get well, Sensei. Hello, I can't pronounce that. Get well, Sensei, get well, Sensei, get well soon, Ali. Thank you, Octavia. Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you for all the wishes, everyone. I hope I do get better soon, but I think I have to go for the worst of it first. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. We had the pump yesterday. I do expect it to sell off, but you never know. Let's have a look. I'm not sure. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. I'm not sure why it's not loading. Maybe if I close it and come back to it. Have a sip of tea. I'm not sure. I think TradingView, the app, is something's going on with it. Is there anything? Just let me know if the stream is running fine. I can see it myself, and it seems to be running okay. It's just, I guess it must be a TradingView bug at the moment that's not letting me do it. I'll find a quick fix for you guys, so don't worry. We'll fix that very quickly. Try the web app, or if not, then we'll be in other options. I tried to do Robinhood so you guys could have the same experience, but as I'm in the UK, it doesn't let me log in or have an account just to even view the stocks and shares. But what I'm trying to do now is just find a way to get the Bitcoin chart up. In the meantime, we can have another look at the news and see what else there is. Renewable energy stocks hit hard by higher interest rates. What's that? Sector falls 20% in 2 months, with some wind turbine shares weighed down by contracts struck at unfair prices. Renewable energy stocks have sold off sharply in recent months, significantly underperforming fossil fuel companies. Oil prices are going up, fossil fuel companies are making more money, interest rates are going up. Renewable energy companies, which are newer, take on more debt, are going down in price, as a higher interest rate takes a toll on the sector. The S&P Global Clean Energy Index, which is made up of 100 of the biggest companies in solar, wind power, and other renewable-related businesses, has dropped 20% in the past 2 months. That is far more than the S&P. This has put it on course for its worst annual performance since 2013. By contrast, the oil and gas heavy S&P 500 and energy index has added 6%. There is a dark cloud hanging over green energy stocks, says Martyn Franstead, a portfolio manager at Principal Asset Management. I just want to make sure, is the stream running okay for everyone? Just let me know in the comments, because I am having difficulty seeing why TradingView isn't working, and I'm wondering if it's something related to the stream itself. Yeah, I mean, I ran a speed test. I'm doing 225 megabytes. And my upload's above 10, which should be fine. Yeah, I think the stream should be running well. If you guys have any comments or suggestions, just let me know, and I can help fix that for the later shows. But we can just carry on going through the news before the market open in about 25 minutes. Yeah, so there we go. That's the difference between the S&P Global Energy Industry Index and the S&P Global Mining Energy Index. You can see one is performing well over the last 2 months. It's still up, and one is down 20%. I know a lot of people here are into a lot of renewable energy companies, but you need to take into account when oil prices go up and interest rates also go up, one sector will do much better than the other. We do have if this doesn't work, we do have another way of a backup internet, which might make a difference, so we'll try that. see if that makes any difference at all. I'm just not seeing any new comments, so I'm not sure if that's because of the viewer count or something else going on. If you do have any questions, or just to make sure the stream, what I'm looking at chat wise is working, the last comment I do see is these comments here. Is there any new comments at all? I just want to make sure that's working. We still do have 25 minutes to the opening bell, which is what we're here to see. Make sure. Is there any other news? See if there's any news on tech. Yeah, I think there's definitely something going on. There must be more comments than the ones I see. Let me have a look at. Okay, so I do have the comment section up somewhere else now. I'm not sure entirely what's going on with the technical difficulties with TradingView and my chat, but over here I can see some of the comments. Get well soon, Ali. I hope there will be a good rise into the markets this morning since government didn't shut down. Yes, we'll have a look. Thanks, Liam, for the test comment. So everyone can hear the stream and see the stream fine. We're just wants to make sure. What are your expectations on PLTR? We'll have a look into that once I can get TradingView working again. I might just have to do it on the iPad. Neil says, just in Tesla, just announced it delivered. It delivered 435,000 vehicles in Q3, missing expectation of 457,000. Yes, so there were a lot of shutdowns in the Tesla factories for the Cybertruck coming in. There's also the fact that they're updating the Model 3 in European markets. I know they had a shutdown in Shanghai as well. They've just also updated the Model Y in Shanghai, which was surprise information no one heard of before. That's when they're putting the ambient light strip in, that they're changing the wood panel to more of a fabric panel. They've got the improved efficiency with the front of the car, and they've also got the double glazed glass in the back of the car. That's for the new updated Model 3, which is coming to European markets before the US markets. So they were doing upgrades on that, on the supply. But also, I think the reason they also missed it, which is not a problem at all, is the fact that they're ramping up, not just ramping up, but putting in a whole new chain in their Fremont factory for the Cybertruck. So you have to take that into account. I'm not worried at all with Tesla. I do think it's still going to go down, not because Tesla's a bad company, but because the general markets are probably going to head back down. Thanks for the test comment, Liam. Stephen, thanks for the test. It's not on the normal screen. I'm not sure why. What's your favourite stock, Sensei? Favourite, or what's your favourite stock? Probably Tesla. But Ben and Foxtrot, hang in there, Sensei. Horrid when the IT plays up. Yeah, it is horrid, especially when you're not feeling well and you're trying to sort out the IT as well. But it's fine. We'll keep going with the show. It's all about charts, and the charts aren't working. So I wonder what is actually causing this. Because it's not an internet problem, as everyone's still watching this stream. It's not just a TradingView problem because the YouTube page isn't working correctly either. So I'm just going to quit these pages. To put you just on the camera while I try to sort this out. Okay, brilliant. All we need now is one more window. I think I've got it sorted again. So I also was thinking for the opening bells, if I do many more this month, I might be doing the whole month, who knows, hopefully when I get better from COVID. I was thinking I might push it back a little bit, because with Martyn you have the whole, his portfolio you guys follow. Obviously I don't have my portfolio, so I might push it back to more towards around 12 minutes ago from now to start the show. So we only have a 20-minute, half an hour build up until the opening bell. Because we have that show on Sunday as well, we do get a lot of the information out then. So we might just start it with a half an hour build up. Okay, we have our chart again, I think. There we go. I felt nervous without my chart. My chart is how I trade, it's how I make my decision, it's how I see my risk to reward ratios, it's how I know when something's overvalued or undervalued. It never works 100%, but it does give me that. It definitely does give me an edge. Okay, so there was a couple of requests. One was PLTR. Okay, so PLTR, I like to look at it on more of a weekly time frame, as I'm more of a mid-term trader. Okay, so we've seen it had that initial pop. It came here. There was accumulation going on. We had bullish divergence there, so that would have been a great trade. You see here we had a low and a lower low, but however the RSI was showing you a low and then a higher low. That's the point where you sort of take a trade, especially it normally does go up and come back down to that level. That's when you take a trade, and your stop loss is normally about 5 or 10% below from the lows, depending on how risky the stock is and how much risk you want to take on. That would have taken you up here. It was a while where you could just keep accumulating that position based on that bullish divergence. A whole, let's see how long that was, probably a year or something. Yeah, just exactly a year. You had to start accumulating this. Now we're at a level of $15, $16. It did IPO in 2020. There's nothing on the charts telling me anything significant, anything that we're at a high risk or low risk zone. The only thing you have to watch out for is this level of there was resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. So support over there, resistance. So that $20 level seems to be holding up as resistance. You might come back here, put double top, and then test these lows for the last time. I do have a bearish bias on most stocks because of the looming idea of a recession coming over, which I give over 50% chance of coming, and I don't think it'll be very soft. Please do like the stream, and also do subscribe if you haven't already. As I mentioned earlier, I do have COVID, That's why I'm a bit slow today and having these difficulties. But I want to be here, so everyone still has a place to come and talk in the comment section. If you drop any comments, I'm happy to look at any of the stocks for you. We do have the opening bell in 15 minutes. We'll see where SBC goes. And other stocks you guys are into. But let's have a look at Bitcoin as well. These charts are very complicated, but it's when you trade on lower time frames that they do become useful, these lines I have put in. But when we go on a 4-hour time frame, we can see what happened right after the stream ended. We had a Bitcoin move of about 4% in about an hour, and we have continued moving up. My next level I'm looking at is 28,800. The bull market support band, which we'll talk about yesterday, I think we've nearly broken through it. Yes, we have. We look at it on the daily, maybe. We have broken through it, which is fine. But what I'd like to see a weekly close above it before I start changing my mind about where Bitcoin's going. We are coming up to this major resistance level between 28,500 and 30,000. We might just come here for one last liquidity grab, and then we come back down and take the altcoin market down with it. I think Bitcoin dominance went up. I'm trying to see if you guys are sending any questions in, because my chat box isn't working too well. Okay. Oh, the Queen of Celebrating, you have confirmed that everything's good. Thank you so much for joining in. So yes, the Bitcoin dominance is moving up, and what's that? That's telling us that the Bitcoin is stronger than the altcoins, and that's what I've been trying to say. When Bitcoin comes down, altcoins come down more. When Bitcoin goes up, altcoins aren't going up as much as Bitcoin in this environment. They will do. When Bitcoin goes up in the bull market, altcoins will outperform Bitcoin, no shadow of a doubt, especially later on in the season when Bitcoin puts in its top. But for now, it's Bitcoin season, meaning it's just Bitcoin dominance. And that's not to mean that Bitcoin's going to go up. It just means Bitcoin's going to be the dominant cryptocurrency in the next 6 months. I strongly believe that, in my opinion, and that's what I have been putting out. This was a Wyckoff accumulation structure, and Bitcoin dominance was just accumulating here, and we were into the phase where it went out, it's broken out, it's coming in for the retest. I do expect the Bitcoin dominance to go to 60%. I do expect ETH dominance to fall quite drastically, actually. Let's go on the weekly. You can just see what Ethereum dominance is doing, which is just showing you what percentage of the crypto market is in Ethereum, which is currently at 18.9%. All it's doing is sort of the opposite of Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance was low, and it was it was like, if I can invert the chart for you, it was like this. This was Bitcoin dominance, and then it broke out, and then it went up, and then retested, and I think it's going to go higher. But if Ethereum does that, it's going to do the opposite. It's putting in sort of lower highs, but also it's putting in it's rounding top structure. So I do believe Ethereum's probably going to come down to the 14%. When that happens, altcoins will also come down. When that happens, Bitcoin dominance will go up. And when that happens, it will provide us with a buying opportunity for Ethereum. If we look at Ethereum's chart against the US dollar, I have pointed out that we are at a point where we're very close. We're back at the entry for our Ethereum short. With the momentum is going up, so this is fairly high risk, but the risk to reward isn't that bad. So I have taken another position of short on Ethereum last night, just because I think it's at a level which I don't mind taking that risk. I do believe Ethereum will come down back to $100, and that's where I might start buying a few. Okay. If you have just joined, please do smash the like button and also subscribe. What's going on is Martyn's on holiday, as you can see at the bottom left. He's on vacation. I'm filling in, trying to keep the channel going in the sense that I want the community to still be here. It's great that we all have somewhere to go to talk about the stocks and be here for each other and give our thoughts. So Martyn's taking the month off. He might be back here and there for a video for an SBC flight. I think he might be back on Friday or not. We'll see. But yes, I'm Sensei Crypto. I'm the man behind the charts. I do have COVID currently. That's why I'm slightly out of breath and having some issues going on with my computer and stuff. But I'm still okay. I think tomorrow I will have to take the day off. Wednesday I've already said I can't do the stream. We'll see how I feel for Thursday and Friday. But I do. If it's anything like the COVID I've had in the other 2 or 3 times I've had COVID, it's very rough. It's you start off fine the first day, which is why I'm here with you guys today. The next days are very blocked nose, body aches, high temperature. So I think that's I think that's how I'm going to be tomorrow. And then Wednesday I was off anyway, so Thursday I probably also will be off, but I'll let you guys know, and I'm sure Martyn will tweet to see if we're live or not. I'll be back for the closing bell tonight, and I'll give you a better idea of how I'm feeling and if we're going to do a stream in the morning. Right now I'm leaning towards probably not. Okay, so that's Ethereum. Have a look at XRP. Because XRP is holding on. It is holding on. It's at the 50 cent. Anything above 50 cent, I am actually bullish that it can come back up to that 75 cent region, and that might give Mike an opportunity to get out his position because I don't think he's very happy with his position. So I am optimistic above these levels. If we stay above, if I show you with. Is this level of here? You can see how it extends all the way back here. It's something like that. Is this level exactly here? If we break above here, I do think there is, and stay above here for now, we do have a chance of 74 cents. If we do break below, I don't mind because I'm just DCAing XRP. It's one of those coins which I don't mind where I buy. I just want it for the long term. It might probably come down to 40 cents, and maybe worst case it comes down to 30 cents, which is fine. I'll actually be happy. I can accumulate more. But for someone who wants to get out this, I mean, get out whenever you like personally, but I think if we stay above 50 cent, there's a possibility if Bitcoin runs, we get up to 73 cents. And that's why in my own 1K portfolio, which I'm sharing with my premium members, we do hold XRP. It's already up from where we've bought it, and it also does mean if the crypto market runs, we do still have skin in the game. I'm trying to prepare for all different outcomes. So we do have 5 minutes until the bell, or 7 minutes until the bell. We'll see how the stocks react. But while that's happening, yes. So that's XRP. Yeah, XRP is definitely my favorite cryptocurrency, I'd say. But it's important not to get married to any cryptocurrencies because it doesn't help with your judgment to make good calls. That's why I didn't take it. I did take profits. I did post let's take profits here, but it probably should have been more like let's take 40%, 50% profits rather than 20%. It's fine. I think XRP is definitely gonna perform well next market cycle. We are still in profit with XRP, but maybe it should have been posted that there's more profits to be taken. On trades, however, we made the trade profits were taken. There was definitely profits that were taken with trades. It's just that spot holding, but spot I'm not too bothered about because we're holding long term anyway, and it just not too worried about. Indicators. Let's have a look at US oil. Yeah, it doesn't look like it has much in its way. It's at slight resistance here. Just slightly here. So if you break above that, $100 is definitely on the cards. That won't be great for inflation. That won't be great for for the gas pump. Very expensive now in England. Back in, filled up the car and it's very expensive. It's I mean, obviously we saw this pre-pandemic anyway. The 150 at the gas pump, or I think it was 160 today I filled up at. Very, very expensive. So that's just an extra tax for people, basically. So let's see how inflation reacts to that. That's the gasoline chart. We've talked about. Let's have a. This is the US dollar index. Look at that. It's almost the opposite of SBC. It's up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 weeks. It seems to be up. It's actually reached its first level of resistance. To be honest, it looks so strong. I mean, if you go up this many weeks in a row, expect a pullback. But because it looks so strong, you can definitely end up back at 110. And silver also is down because gold is down. So we're getting very close to the opening bell, which will be exciting. I'll grab more Tesla under 240. Yeah, exactly. I think, what was I? With Tesla, for me, I think I'm a bit more bearish than most. And it's fine. I just like to give my perspective. No one was expecting it to come down to 100 here, and I was around here. If you go back on the shows, I did say $100 is coming up, and it came. And once again, I do think we might have temporary bounces up and down, but I think we'll probably put in a higher low, but somewhere maybe around the $130 level. I think Tesla will come back to, and that's where I will be buying some. So it's always good to have cash, but if you have monthly cash coming in, there's no problem with where you buy. It's just my levels are maybe a bit different to yours. Mine are sort of, I want to start DCing at 150. Seth Houston, best place to buy XRP. So you can now buy XRP on Coinbase. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a couple links. Let's have a look. I've got some. So with these links, you can get this is basically a referral link. It's my referral link. It's it'll help support me personally, but that's the Coinbase one, where you get $10 free, and you can buy it on there. And there's also there is also Swissborg, which I like to use if I'm in the UK. I think the fees are much less. That's the Swissborg link, and you also get up to €100 in the Swissborg currency, which you can sell for dollars or keep and invest in that. And then what I do recommend is then putting it onto a ledger, and that's a referral for the ledger. So I have all three of them. I'm happy with all three. I don't really like Binance too much. I don't use them. I don't even think they sell XRP. I mean, the UK Binance just doesn't really work too well anyway. Then there is other exchanges like KuCoin, which isn't too bad. And also, I just like Coinbase and Swissborg. And okay, so there's 1 minute left before the bell. We'll have a look straight into the stock, see how SBC is performing right away. I'm going to turn off the after hours, so there it is. That's the bell. We are now trading We are now in the trading session. It's the first Monday after the government shutdown has been put on pause. Let's have a look straight into the markets. The bell has been rung. The Sensei Crypto bell has been rung. So let's have a look. Okay, SBC is coming down straight away. Straight away, we have got a sell-off. We have got a sell-off. I just want to get rid of the after hours before we have... Where has it gone? There it is. Okay, yes, SBC opened up and now we're down 1%. We are down 1%. Okay, let's see what else is moving. Coinbase up straight away, also coming down slightly. 10-year bonds looking good. AMC up, Coca-Cola up, Google up 0.53%. PayPal is up 0.1%. If we go on the daily candles, then you can see it's popped up. I think I prefer sticking with the 4 hour. And then we've got the Nasdaq, which is sort of flat. Apple is up 0.32. Microsoft is up 0.09. Netflix is up. Alibaba is up, not too significant. MicroStrategy is up 5.5%. That's Michael Saylor's company that holds lots of Bitcoin. ARK Strategy fund is flat. Rocket Lab is flat. Berkshire Hathaway is down 0.36. Disney is flat. The S&P is down 0.12. And so not a massive pump based on the news from the government shutdown. Lyft is down, Vail is down, Affirm is down, Amazon is down 0.25. SBC is now flat. It's at where it's opened. Well, not where it's open, but where it closed on Friday. So when you see a candle that's red, it can still mean it's flat. So you see this candle that's red, you might say, okay, well, how are we flat? It's flat because that's where we open, where we close on Friday. We just opened slightly higher today, but we are okay. Now we're down 0.28 on SBC. Meta is up. Has anyone bought the Quest 3? Did anyone see the announcement from Meta with their new headsets and glasses? GME is down 2%, and Tesla's down 1.9. Okay, so we have to keep a good eye on that. That's everything's going to be quite volatile. Apple is now up 0.8%. Let's go back to SVC, have that on the screen. I'd like to see how that reacts this morning to the news that the flight has been pushed back. Let's have a look at comments. Yeah, I need to get a ledger. I don't have one yet. I probably should do. Yes, you should. I mean, it depends on your portfolio value, but it's always nothing wrong with having a ledger. There's crypto is going to be around, going to be here to stay for hundreds of years, so you'll probably use it at some point. Steven Lewandowski, waiting for harvesting season to buy back my holding, mostly cash now. I only have SBC and Kenview. I would buy something if I know it would go up. Any suggestions? Yeah, I think we'd all buy something if we knew it was going to go up. But I'm sitting on a lot of cash right now. There is. I don't know if there's any opportunities that I've posted recently. Yeah, the market's in a very strange state. It's probably going to go more sideways than anything until it does have that crash. There's not much opportunity. Yeah, we'll have a look. We'll see if anything is at low risk zone. Alex, how does London make? I can hear hens on the background. Yeah, you can hear hens. Yeah, there is. As I mentioned earlier, I am now no longer in London. This is not. As if Jojo was here, he would say this is not the penthouse. No, I moved out of London a good 5 months now, so I'm more in the countryside. And yes, you can hear hens in the background. There's not this many trees in London, unfortunately. Can I hear hens in the back? Yes, you can. I hope it gives them more of a calming feel to all, a bit more. Good afternoon, happy Monday, good people. Happy Monday to you too. Okay, so SBC is now up It's up on the day again. It's very, very volatile. Look at this, the 5-minute candles all over the place. We are expecting some resistance at the level we're at, and then also at the $2 will be very important. I am just going to quickly take some paracetamol. So what else do we have? We have Coca-Cola, which is down a bit. Is anything making significant moves? On my watch list, the top gainers are MicroStrategy, Coinbase, AMC. Meta's is going for it. Has anyone bought the new... Yes, Craig, they are my hens. Yes, they are. Okay, so this is actually the cockerels making those noises. Has anyone bought the new Quest 3? They haven't updated it. I think in 3 years they came out with an event that showcases them. They're cheaper than the Pro ones that came out, but apparently just as good. So you now have an option to buy the Meta Pros, the headset, VR, AR, for $1,000, or get the Quest 3 for I think $500. So they have. I think that's a fairly good product. They also have the Ray-Ban collaboration where you can live stream the glasses. I think they're head Apple, and when Apple is going to come out with the Vision Pro, if that's what it's called, I think so, and that is going to be at a price point, I think if I remember correctly, between $2,500 and $3,000, and that's covering not this year. So and it's probably not worth buying the first generation of any Apple product, because they will make mistakes and the next one will be cheaper and better. So Meta definitely have the advantage for now, and it is an asset class that has a lot of room to grow. So no wonder Meta's performing fairly well today. Meta was a great buy when me and Martyn covered it. It was these levels here. It was great. It was below the COVID pandemic low, and if you see anything below the COVID pandemic low and it's still producing products, still making money, then that's a good place to buy. So in answer to your question, Stephen, when you said is anything a good buy, have a look and see where is it? Is it undervalued? Is it below the COVID lows? Is it still making money? Is it still performing? Is there just a bit of fear in the market right now? And that might be somewhere to buy. I wouldn't actually buy Meta right now. It's approaching that. If we're approaching the 786, then I'll be very, very wary of it. Yeah. This is an area where it can reverse and come back to maybe the 159 level, which would be a great buying opportunity again. I think the lows have already been put in for Meta. So let's say a recession comes, or the S&P has a 20% sell-off. I think the lows are already in for Meta. I think that came in sooner than anything else. Apple, however, I think will probably come retest its lows. Maybe you see here, this is the COVID-19 lows, the 2020 crash. Meta was over here. It's like buying Apple at $40. So that's when something's undervalued. This is when something's overvalued. So I'm not really too keen on Apple at these levels. Let's have another look at the comments. I'm literally only in I3E energy. Let's have a look at that. I'm literally in I3 energy, waiting to get into something once the market conditions improve. Yeah, sensible. I mean, I might be wrong. The bull market might have started and I'm going to be left behind, but I don't mind. I like to be more confident when I invest. The I3, okay, yeah. This is an energy index. It's concerning how it's not performing as good as a lot of different energy indexes. Oh, but the dividend is brilliant, 13%. Yeah, I mean, depends how much you come down though. It's. I don't know why the ETF is really underperforming. You are at this trend line. You have a breakout. You're probably going to have a nice move up. But I'm concerned why this ETF, even though it's an oil and gas ETF when the market conditions for oil and gas are so well. Why is this underperforming? But I do not have too much information on the stock. Would be better if it was a goose laying a golden egg. I wish, yes. Bernard Foxton. I'm waiting for a dip to increase my Palantir holdings. Hope that comes sooner rather than... Yeah, you'll probably get it, to be honest. I'll give you my first level, $13. I'll give you my second level, $12. I'll give you my third level, $6. Please be prepared for all different outcomes. Where do you use... Where do you... I guess, what do you use for chart, Sensei? This is Craig. Trading 212 are terrible for charts. I use eToro for some stock charts, but there's a stock section is limited. Yeah, so I use TradingView. You have access to everything: crypto, stocks, bonds, interest rates, everything. This is the software I use. It does come with ads on the free plan, but if you want different plans, I can give you a referral code which will bring the price down. But yeah, I use TradingView. I think I can just... Yeah, just let me know if you need any help. But yeah, I use TradingView. Is Martyn on vacation? Yes, Raphael, he is. If you look at the bottom, Martyn's on vacation. I'm just covering his streams. He is off for the whole month. He might come back for the SBC stream. I was going to be covering all the streams this week, apart from Wednesday, but I have come down with COVID, so I think I feeling a little bit unwell last night, so I tested myself this morning, and I do have COVID, so I know what it's like. I've had it a few times, so I am expecting myself to get much worse over the next few days, so I might be not doing the streams later this week, so we'll see, and then I'll cover maybe the ones for the rest of the month, so we'll see how it goes. We want to make sure there is still the community aspect going on. That's why I jumped in and I said, yeah, I'd love to do the streams. Let's keep the channel going. Let's keep the community here and see if there's any opportunities in the market for us. Okay. Niels, but did you beat Warren Buffett this opening? Me personally, I don't have a portfolio on the screen, but let's have a look at Berkshire. Let's have a look at B. So Berkshire Hathaway is down 0.57. Most of my portfolio is in XRP, so have a quick pan over to XRP. Down is flat on the day, so yeah, I am beating Warren Buffett. Hi Raphael, Stephen Lloyd. I say I hear roosters, no fans. yes, there's no fans here. There's just roosters you can hear. If it is annoying, do let me know. But I think it might be nice and slightly calming to have some nature in the background. Otherwise, I can install some software to just black out all the noise. Greg, nice one, Sensei. Save that site. Get a look at it here. Thanks. Yeah, please do. It's just TradingView. All markets on it. Zaxate, feel well, Sensei. Thank you very much, Zaxate. Really do appreciate it. I have just taken some paracetamol, so I think that will kick in soon. As I was mentioning earlier, I think for the next market opening, because I'm sure I'll do plenty this month, I might just bring it back a bit more. I might start the stream at 2 p.m. UK time. That's just half an hour later than normal. Give us a half an hour to build up to it and see what's going on, and then we can do a bit more after, so we can look at the actual after hours. Because I don't have a great way to see the pre-market and I don't have a portfolio to share with you guys, then it might just be a bit more boring. So I think I'm going to start doing the stream a half an hour later. The opening bell, closing bell will keep the same. Tesla's coming down. Well, it's down 0.81%. Yes, it has had a nice bounce since the open. Wonder why they're making so much noise. J&J is still down but recovering. Alibaba is going down. They're making me laugh. I'm not sure why they're making so much noise. The S&P is flat. I think someone's come to annoy the chickens. That's why they're making so much noise. The S&P is nearly flat. It's down slightly. Tuna sub. What voices do I do? I just do with the one voice only, and I actually do two voices. One is my normal voice. One is my ill voice, which I'm in currently. So you have to wait for Martyn to come back to do that. So yeah, this is Martyn's show. I'm the Sensei Crypto. So do different person, same show. He's on vacation, as you can see on my bottom left hand side of the screen, and I'm just trying to keep this show going for you guys. Okay, so Apple is having a good day, up 1.15%. Amazon is also going up. Google is going up. Meta is going up. So the tech is going up. SBC is very volatile. Not much going on. It's at this resistance level we pointed out before the market opened. We'll see how it reacts. We'll see. It's going to be a volatile week for SBC. It's probably going to be. I imagine we'll hit $2, and I imagine we'll probably get rejected from $2. We shall see. It sounds like a farm market. Neil says sounds like Wall Street. They have calmed down now, thankfully. Seth Houston, hey, opinion on Union Pacific was wanting to get into it, warned your opinion, Tilka UMP. If you can rephrase that, I'm sure I can have a look for you. But hey, opinion on Union Pacific was wanting to get into it, wanted your opinion. Yeah, please do rephrase that. Zach said, yes, very funny comment. Sounds like a farm market. And also Neil's with the sounds like Wall Street. Thankfully they have come down. So let's have a look at SBC is down. Is now down on the day 0.28%. Look at the daily candle. We're just slightly below that close from Sunday. Anything else interesting going on? AMC, no, I wouldn't touch it right now. There was a couple of trades to be made. We made the trades, we're out of it. Yeah, I wouldn't touch it. Meta is up. Google is up. The 10-year bond, 10 years, yeah. That's the 10-year future is up. Anything going on in the crypto world? Coinbase is up. Cake is up. Bitcoin's up 1.6% today. Bitcoin is having a very nice bounce. Bull market support band is the moving average. Let's see how we close today. This could be a change of structure. We might be going up before we go down, it seems. It's just so much levels to break through before you can really start breaking that 30k level. There's just so much in its way. I just don't think you can do it. We're even becoming overbought on the RSI on the daily. It could surprise me and it can do it, but I don't think it can. There's just resistance at 28,800. There's resistance at 30k. Then there's that resistance at 31k. And the fact that we're overbought now. So I'm not too optimistic on Bitcoin, especially for this month. I don't think the month of October is going to be good for Bitcoin. What else is up? VeChain's up. This is a coin that I do want to buy. This coin went absolutely mental last bull market. It went from 0.001 to nearly $1. well, it went to 25 cents. There was someone I was speaking to at the time, and he was waiting for $1. This is the issue. You don't appreciate your gains. It's a 100x gain, and they're looking for $1 to get 1,000x. It's just take the money and go at certain points, or just dollar cost average out. Don't wait for a specific target. That's so when you know the stock's gone up, the crypto's gone up so far. We need to start taking profits more than just waiting for an absurd number of $1. It's waiting for another 4x when they were buying around here. But yeah, I'm looking to buy VeChain as well. It has got links to China, but that's the only Chinese coin I will be buying. ADA is bouncing. It can probably bounce all the way. Well, when I say I'm bearish on crypto, don't get me wrong. These coins can bounce 30% and then to head down much lower. Dogecoin, we identified yesterday that it's an area of low risk. Stop loss here, or start if you don't want to sell at a stop loss, then just you can start adding to your long-term portfolio. Pepe I wouldn't touch. Solana I would buy, but at much lower levels. BNB, that's a coin I just really wouldn't touch. Yeah, that's no way I'm getting anywhere near BNB. I'm not. If you hold BNB, good luck to you. Monero is a coin I want to look into getting in the bear market. Flow has been demolished actually. That's gone down from 43 to 0.47. So if it goes back to all-time highs, that's an 100x, but you never know with these coins. That's USDC dominance. That's the dominance of USDC in the market. It has come down to a level of support at 2.3%. So we'll see how that goes. CRO, I know a lot of people have spoken about CRO before. I do think it's going to go lower, even though it's at sort of this level of support right now. You can start DCAing in. XRP, I think, has a chance of going to 75 cents, where we can take some more profits off the table. Shiba is approaching levels of support. Polkadot is making new lows. Let's have another look at the comments. Was wanting to buy into Union Pacific. Okay, let's have a look at Union Pacific. So you want to buy into this around this level. Wanted your opinion on if now's a good time and good time end in a good stock. Yeah, I won't be able to do a fundamental analysis for you. I can do my best on the chart analysis, and obviously none of it is financial advice. So you broke below this sort of upturn structure. You've retested it. You back tested it, and you have come down. But the good news is there is certainly levels of support around this level here. So you can probably get it for $5 cheaper, but and you can see that's the 2019 high there. Yeah, the 2020 high just before. It's basically the end of 2019, before the crash. So you've got that level of resistance. Then it was sort of support. Then again support. So it can act as support again, but do have in mind that the more times you test something as support, it's the more likely you're going to break down. But for now, I guess the first level to start DCing in is around the 195. It does seem to be in a much. It's been around for a long time. So it's obviously a big company, Union Pacific. I think we've all heard of it, but it's more just probably DCA rather than going in all in at a specific level. And do be aware, obviously, if a recession comes, all stocks will go down. So I always like to have cash on the side. But yeah, it doesn't look like a lot of stocks where it seems to be in a very long-term uptrend. So you can come down. I mean, you have to be aware that this stock can come down to levels of 124. I'm saying that because in a recession, that's I start looking at where am I going to start buying it, and I'll be there. If you're more bearish like me, then I'll set buy buy there. If you're more bullish, don't think a recession is going to come, you think we're going to have a soft landing, then yeah, start dollar cost averaging. And even if you don't know which one's going to happen, DCA in, but just be prepared. Stocks can get down to this level. That's like a 75%, a 40% move down. So do be prepared for that. What are your thoughts on 5%? So I like the company itself, but the chart might tell me something completely different. It definitely had a pump. Yeah, there it is. That's a 2021 pump. It's got good levels, to be honest. Yeah, that looks like something. That looks like I mean, $1 billion market cap. It seems to be beating earnings. This is very quick. Revenue seems to be there. They make a profit last quarter. That's interesting. I would have thought they would be making lots of losses. Let's have a look into this company, because that, for me, you've just mentioned it. I use the company sometimes. I've heard about it. I know lots of my friends use it as well. So that's the first tick for me. Then the chart looks at like it's at a low risk zone. So the next thing is, let's look at the fundamentals a little bit. I said I wouldn't, but I'm interested now. So I'm just on this screen here, just looking at 5. Seeing any of the announcements. 41% of analyst research. Okay, and then we look at financials. Let's see the other comments while we look into financials of Fiverr. Oh, James 007, get well soon, Sensei. There is a lot of illness going around at the moment. I know quite a few people that are ill at the moment. Get well. Yes, thank you so much for the comment. Yes, I have also seen a lot of people be ill. Currently, I think COVID numbers are going up. I hope it doesn't spread into the care homes and stuff like that. Because people are so much more relaxed about it now. Apparently, you can just go into work with COVID. They don't care, so it's not something I'd like to do. Jojo S, if you want to do a feature on lithium mining stock, could be interesting. If you want to do a feature on lithium mining stock, is that the name of the company? Just let me know what the ticker symbol is, and I can do that. Craig says, "Hey Jojo, how are you, mate? Going anywhere nice?" Stephen Lewandowski, you're doing a good job for the family here. Martin needed a deserved a vacation break. Yes, exactly. Thanks for saying that. It's very kind. Jojo, hey Craig, nobody. My dad's sick and having treatment, so I'm flying over to help him. I'm so sorry to hear that. My prayers are with you and your father. I hope you can support him and everything will be okay. Jojo, you must be up in space, Craig. Good luck. Sorry to hear that, Jojo. I hope he gets well soon. Yeah, we do wish Jojo's dad gets well soon. Okay, let's have a look at Fiverr. Let's go quarterly. Operating income is here. Total revenue. Income before. Very strange. Net income. Okay, let's have a look at how it's performing annually. I seem to have got very dark. Turn my brightness up. Okay, so revenue is definitely going up every single year. I'd like to see the 2023 numbers soon as well. Okay, interesting. Income's going up. Operating income's also going up. The expenses are going up. So everything's really going up. Have a look at their cash flow. I'm just worried the interest rates are going to affect this company. Okay, and I've already seen the balance sheet. Assets are going up. Okay, so that's good. Cash and short-term investments. Okay, so we can see it's really going up year on year. I wish we could see the 2023 numbers here as well, but obviously the year hasn't finished. The total assets going up. Shareholder equity about the same. Yeah, they do have a fair amount of debt. Okay, interesting. Yeah, maybe it's fairly neutral on the balance sheet, so it's that low value area. So that I might add that to my watch list. In fact, I will. Thanks for that suggestion. That has actually might be something I'll be looking into. But yeah, it does have a bit lower to go until it becomes really at a level that I'd like to get in. Maybe around $20. And then it could either be a trade slash a accumulation point. I mean, where has it been before? 100 and oh my god, yeah, 330. Wow, definitely more than 10x. So it might be worth risk reward. It's looking good. Craig says down 36% on space. So much for the short squeeze holding out to December, holding out to December scalp at every chance to get the price down between now and the squeeze. Yeah, I mean, a squeeze is never something that's guaranteed, but just saying it in terms of, I think Martyn has has been looking at the market a long time, and stocks do experience squeezes. Why he has mentioned it. But at the end of the day, if we get a sudden move, then of course a squeeze will happen. But that's not guaranteed. It's not something you have to risk it all on. But yeah, we look at levels. $2 is a resistance. We'll see how it reacts there. We did finally get a green week, which was good. But remember, this stock, the buy levels are all the way until $1, and there's a 40% chance it's going to go bankrupt, in my opinion. So you have to really account for all situations. So I think it's the right thing to do to take profits when you can, and trade in and out of the stock. $2 might be a level, then it's $2.50. If we get a short squeeze, then it might not be a massive short squeeze. You might not even get to $4. You might get to $3.50 or $2.40. You just have to have levels in your own mind of where you want to take profits, so you don't have FOMO when it is going up. Remember, there will always be moments where you can re-enter stocks. There might not always be moments where you can take some money off the top. Okay, we have been streaming for a while now, so I might end it soon. Get well soon, Jojo's dad. Yes, please do send wishes to Jojo and his family. Hope he gets well soon, Jojo. I think I can show this again. We've got all the get well soon messages for Jojo's dad, which is great. I sold my USD to add more space to. I thought Martyn had been given a hot tip the way he was talking. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, maybe. I don't think so, but I think Martyn is obviously an entertainer, so he does give his own opinions. I mean, none of it's financial advice, so please do your own research before you do buy. But yeah, I mean, when we were talking about SBC here, I'm talking more about just the charts. And 150 seemed like a level 2. It was very oversold. There was we actually now might have printed. Okay, yes. This is good. Finally, some good news as well. On the 4 hour, which might be what's playing out now, it might take us $2. Is the fact that we've had this low here and a lower low here, but the RSI has put in a higher low, bullish divergence, seller extortion. So that is what's playing out here. It might take us to $2. So that might be a trade from here to $2. As I said, 25% move. Niels, what are you looking for fundamental wise profitability? Yeah, so there's a range of things I do look for. I, I don't. There's one is cash flow, one is how much profit and how much cash and how much of that, how much debt they have, because they're going to be paying interest rates on it. The other thing is how much do I actually use it? How much do I think other people use it? And just using my own experience in the world to say, is this company something, if it came on Dragon's Den, for example, is this something I'd want to be involved in? So that's how I look at it. I don't claim to be brilliant at looking at a balance sheet and all the fundamentals, but it's just what I look for, and just if I have a big passion for example, Tesla in 2018, 2017, I love the company. I could see that the projection of the company and how they were getting the deliveries out, and it was hard for them, but they got through it, and I had passion in it. So as long as I have passion in it and I use it and I want to be a holder of it, and for example with Tesla I didn't use it, but I could see other people using it and I wanted to have a Tesla at one point in my life. Neil Stephen goes, I may buy back on oil MTG. Okay, let's have a look. MTDR. I might buy back on oil MTDR 58. Now waiting for 56 target. 50 target price of $69. Okay. Yeah, the only worrying thing is these lower highs. I think there is opportunity in the oil sector. I don't know if there's a might be better different ETFs or extra oil CFDs or other oil companies. It's hard to say. This is hard to say how this chart reacts to oil. I don't have enough knowledge of this specific company. Maybe we can overlay US oil and see if it just reacts the same as US oil. So in yellow we have US oil, that's just per barrel how much it is, and yeah, so it's really underperformed, it seems, here. Okay. Yeah, it really underperformed here as well, and oil went all the way to 135. So there might be better ETFs or companies that will follow the price of oil a bit better. Because if we do have another run up, the concerning part is here is when we had that massive rise in 2021 after the COVID crash. That big run, it doesn't seem like we had as big of a move. For example, from the low to... Oh no, it's because it's doing on a different scale. But we'll have a look. It's going from $5 to... Wow. This is what a beautiful stock to buy at that low. Maybe. Let's have a look. So this went from... let's say from here, it went from 34 to 66. However, oil went from 67 to 120. Yeah, it seems to follow it. It's lagging a bit behind right now. So if you've tracked it yourself and you know the gains are the same. I mean, I'm bullish on oil right now. So if this company basically tracks the price of oil, then why not? I don't think there's any specific level. I mean, just looking at the chart, we've broken from like a uptrend, so we do expect some downfall. Maybe $43 is in the cards one day, but for now, it's just hard because the structure of this isn't looking the same as actual US oil, which looks a bit more bullish. US oil, you can see it has a lot of upside to get back to those highs, whereas what was it called? MTDR. MTDR is sort of at not that much. So we'll see. 25% maybe. The charts just looks different to my eyes. 25%. This has 44%. So it is underperforming. So this does have more upside. So have a look at different oil companies, see if there's anything else you prefer the look of. But at the end of the day, it's you've probably had more experience with these oil companies, so you know how they react more with the price of oil. But yeah, I am bullish on oil in general. So definitely, if oil goes up, that company will also go up. Mark Saxby just bought another 94 shares of Tesla to bring my total up to 1,000. Congratulations to you, Mark. I'm definitely waiting for lower prices. Niels goes, so you expect everything except SBC. I don't know what that. I must have missed that. Oh right. Oh, in terms of the fundamentals, yeah. I mean, obviously we all know SBC is very risky. And then sometimes yes, that there will be a risk, and at those times you can buy a company for very cheap. Jojo S, crikey, Mark, is that a long-term investment waiting until they pay dividends? Yeah, it's a big buy, so congratulations to you, Mark. Just be expected. Tesla can fall 50% in value. Chris Pickering, wheat, look at that. Yes, wheat would be interesting to look at. Is it just called wheat? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's had a massive. It has come down. Yeah, it has come down. I was just trying to remember what I used to look at. Yeah, I wish we had some more data on wheat. This can't be. Okay. Yeah, wheat is down from its highs about 59%. It on this limited chart, we can see that there is support around these levels. It definitely will. It can have a massive bounce if there's any more news about. If Russia Ukraine carries on, wheat will push higher. Yes, I do agree. So it has come down. There's no point buying it here. But there is an argument to be made when you can buy it at levels where we can be seeing. We can't confirm it yet, but again, we've got a situation where we've got lower lows, but we might be putting in higher highs on the RSI, so that gives us an idea of sell exhaustion. Oil trade BP, guys. A lot of people trading stocks here. Oil trade, is that a B? It just looks a bit different. BP, we'll have a quick look. Yep, that's CBP there. Mark Saxby, yes, Jojo, my goal is 1,212. Hope for a dividend payout in the future, and of course the company itself growing exponentially. I wouldn't hold my breath for Tesla to be doing dividends anytime soon, to be honest. They're just going to be. I just think it's a growth stock. I think all they want to do is just keep producing new products, keep investing in research and development, and just keep bringing out new different products, whether that be in the battery packs or cars or solar or robots or superchargers, or the next level battery or whatever, or a boat or or a quad bike or something like that. Judge says, wish you loads of luck. Tesla does feel like a dead cert. I keep on lithium and graphite stock for battery development. It's the biggest issue to max EV production and reduce retail price of cars. Yes, I think that's a major, if there's big breakthroughs, and lithium battery technology is very important. the battery packs and cars. So it's an area which will grow a lot, and if you find the right companies that are doing great research to break through in this technology, then in part you're investing in the EV and renewable energy transition. I think they really overestimate electric cars. As you see, oil, wheat, and arms companies will continue a lot higher. Not a good situation, but it's going to happen. Yeah, I think I'm in a similar thought of you with you, Chris Pickering. I think there's been a lot of hype about renewable energies and different startup companies that we sort of forget that oil is here to stay for the next sort of 80 years. There's no getting rid of it. There is currently a war going on between Russia and Ukraine, and I don't see that stopping anytime soon. And the necessities like wheat, sugar, I don't know, all these things that you can have a look at. I used to have for example, live cattle futures, that's going up. Sugar's going up. And it's more important to be taking a look at these. Cotton is that sort of back in its range that it's been in for a long time. Orange juice is just off the charts. And wheat is at a level where it can start going up again. Oh, here we go. Here's my wheat chart. It's actually, now we look at it, it's at a very, very important zone. You can see here, there we are. In 1973, resistance, 82 resistance, 1997 resistance. 2006 resistance, we broke above it and we went to the moon. Came back down, found support around this area. We breached, we came back, retested this area, and then we went up again, sort of a 2x. We came back down, we tested at resistance, broke through, back to the moon. And now we're back sort of at the support level. We might be able to see something, we've seen it in the past, but it just comes around here and just, there's a point of accumulation, buyers coming in. Around the same RSI as it was at before. So we might see something like that, but it's going to be around these areas that we can expect another sudden move up. So that is something to take into account. Thanks for bringing that up again. Yeah, I do agree with you. This will be bad, and inflation will go up again if this happens. Chris, living in Bulgaria, pleased in my final, let's bring the comments on the screen again. Pleased in my final year, as Russia has growing influence, death war will carry on a few years, very bearish in markets. Yep. BP is undervalued, looks good, wheat, thanks for looking. I think I have a think about stops. Yes, stop losses are very important. It might be around these levels, depending on what chart you're looking at. Let's go back and just have a final look at, what was it? It was, no, I don't think anyone suggested it. I think Jojo said something about a lithium stock. I'll just see if I can track that down. I can't find it. If you do want to suggest that, I'll definitely look at it for you again. I think it was Jojo about a lithium stock company. Natural gas is very low. Let's look at it more on the daily. Nothing exciting. DXY is still pushing up today. Let's have a final look at the stock, see if anything has moved significantly. Meta is up. Meta's up 1.5%. Before we do end, is it if you guys can actually just smash the like button, because I think there is 21 of you still watching and there is 36 likes, so we do have more likes than viewers again, which is brilliant. Thanks for that. But if there's anyone who hasn't done the like, that I'll be very grateful, and if you can subscribe as well, that'd be great. Okay, yeah, so Meta's up, MicroStrategy's up, Apple's up 1.5, Lucid is up, Coinbase has given away its gains, up 1.4, Amazon is up, I expect that to go down, I've got a short on that, Microsoft and the rest of the market's down. SBC is currently down 0.83%. Maybe this is the final resistance point, we'll see. One final look at Bitcoin. If Coinbase is down, maybe Bitcoin is coming down. Yes, it is giving back some of its gains. And in the 5-minute chart, it has been coming down. We'll have a look at closing bell tonight. I will 90% chance I'll be here tonight unless I feel very unwell. But in my experience, the first day of COVID isn't that bad. So I'll see you in the stream tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll put the music on. If there are any final comments, then I'll have a look. Looks good on me. Thanks for looking. I'll have a think about stocks. That's a good idea. Thank you for all the likes. 41 likes is brilliant. Do really appreciate that. I will see you guys in the closing bell. We'll have a look at SBC, see if there's any trades we can make. I know a lot of you do like SBC. Thank you, Stephen, for saying thanks, Stephen. Oh, Seth Houston, thank you. Thank you, Sensei. I hope you get better. Thank you, Seth. Yes, I hope so too. I do appreciate the messages, and I hope Jojo's dad gets better as well. We send him our prayers, our love. It's always sad when we hear a family member of our channel is not well. Just looking at SBC, it's bouncing all over the place. Bitcoin is down. I do expect Bitcoin to go down further. Thanks for the Fiverr suggestion. I'm going to put that into my watch list. Thank you all for being here. We are about to end the stream. We're going to wait for the music to finish. If there's any other comments, do let me know. Okay. J&J is down another %. It's just been falling, J&J, recently. McDonald's is another one that's just been falling recently. Okay, we've been live for nearly 2 hours now. The closing bell will probably be shorter. I'll be back at the same time. Please do join me there. I really appreciate it. Thank you all for being here again, and thanks for all the wishes. I will see you in the closing bell tonight. Take care of yourselves, take care of your crypto, take care of your stocks, and most importantly, take care of each